Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pop Culture Cafe. I am Huck, and on today's episode we're going to do something super fun, and we're going to show some love for Sylvester Stallone. My buddy Ken over at MidLevelMedia is doing an entire month of Sylvester Stallone movies, so I'm chipping in and showing some love for that. I love Stallone, man. He's just one of my favorite actors, and recently on one of my morning shows, I took a little bit of time to celebrate all that is Stallone, and I programmed a week's worth of viewing for you, Sunday through Saturday. So if you were to sit down and have the huckster pick out your week of what to watch for Stallone movies, well, that's what I did for you. So I went and I took that section from the morning show, and I'm going to present that to you here today, so you can see which films I picked for an entire week. So hopefully you'll enjoy them, and I think you will. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this programmed week of Sylvester Stallone movies. So here's the week for Sylvester Stallone. So Ken, this is my contribution to that today. Okay, so on the first night, Sunday night, you're sitting down. Da, 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 da. All right, and I'm just going to go for it because this is another movie that made me love getting into filmmaking and stuff, and that is his first film, Rocky. And it's, you know, you tend to think it's an obvious choice, but it's really not. I mean, I guess it could be, but it's just a perfect film. It's so good. Like Stallone, when he went out to make this, nobody knew who he was. You know, they didn't want him in it. They wanted like Robert Redford or, you know, people like that. And they offered him six figures to give them the script. And the girlfriend he was dating at the time, he's like, I have no money. He's broke. I mean, he literally had almost no money in the bank. And they said, look, if you want, I mean, just hold out. If they love the script, just tell them you won't do it unless you're the lead. And he held out, took less money so he could play the lead. They spent like, what, $1 million for the whole movie. And John Avildsen directed a masterpiece. Bill Conti's music elevates this film to a higher level, just like John Williams' music. It elevates Star Wars. If the music was any less, the movie would be less. And same thing with Rocky. And because he stuck to his guns, this guy not only created a lasting character in cinema history, but he cemented himself in Hollywood as a bona fide star. So for all those reasons, and over there on the wall also, I have a signed Stallone poster. I tried to find my Stallone. There's a picture of me at the table when he's signing my poster. It's just like half my face is in the shot. But anyway, so he signed my poster. And so I want you guys to start your night off with how this guy's career started with Rocky 1. I'm sure you've all seen it. If you have not, it is a hole in your viewing pleasure. So check it out. Now on Monday night, I want to give you a title that some of you may not have seen. And that is this pretty cool one. This came from Shout Select, and that is Nighthawks. If you guys haven't seen Nighthawks, man, this sucker is good. It's got Billy D. Williams. It's like a buddy cop there. Him and Billy D. Williams are cops together. And Rutger Mother-Lovin' Howard from Blade Runner, Roy Batty himself, is the bad guy in this. And I'm super, super pumped to finally just pick this up, to get this in the collection, watch it again. And it was a little bit of a departure. Well, not a departure, but, you know, when you come off of something like Rocky and stuff like that, it's a little bit slower paced, like cop movie, but it's one that I think doesn't get talked about enough. And so I want you guys to plop down on Monday night and enjoy Nighthawks. So that's going. Now, to sort of roll into his dramatic performances after that, like if you dug Rocky in that, I want to sort of cap this dramatic essence of Stallone and what I think is probably one of his greatest performances after Rocky, and that is Copland. Copland is an absolute phenomenal movie. I think he got hosed on, getting another Oscar nomination because I thought the entire cast was stupendous in this. Listen to this. You got Stallone, Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro. I even think there's Michael Rappaport, Janine Garofalo. I mean, what a cast this thing has, man. So again, another Stallone movie because, you know, when you start talking about Sly, you tend to go into the action genre, but watch Copland. I'm telling you, if you watch Copland, you'll be like, damn, Sly. And he put on weight, you know, he got all chunky for it, you know, because he's he wanted to come across as believable in that part. I thought it was great. Now, okay, so that is the dramatic essence, because now when I hit Wednesday being hump day, I want you guys to kick it up a notch and have fun. And there's no better way to just turn that corner on Stallone than Demolition Man, baby. Come on, John Spartan with Wesley Snipes there. Oh, Demolition Man is such a good flick. This is I don't know, it's just fun. You know, Sandra Bullock is in this, Rob Schneider. He also acted with Rob Schneider in Judge Dredd. And this is just a crowd pleaser. It's such a fun flick. You know, John Spartan, he's framed for this death of all these people in this building. So they freeze him, but then old Wesley Snipes is also frozen, but then he gets all thawed out like a popsicle and he goes on some killing spree. And of course, you know, in the future, that sort of violence and stuff has been sort of curtailed. So they have no way or clue how to handle somebody like that. Seems kind of weird that you wouldn't have any pissed off people in the future, but you know, kind of a nice idea. And then Stallone, man, they thaw him out, man. They said, get your thawed ass after that dude. And he John Spartans it up. And it's fun. Now, Brando, I think you said you hadn't seen this yet. I can't wait for you to see this, man. So if you're putting together a Stallone week, Wednesday is Demolition Man. Now, here's this is probably just a divisive film because I think it's probably one of his least seen movies, but he did crack into a few comedies. So you had like Rhinestone and Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. But the one I prefer, my personal favorite Stallone comedy, is this one, Oscar. I really enjoyed Oscar. You know, Stallone's playing this gangster called Snaps Provolone. And Tim Curry is in this. Tim Curry is Stallone's linguistics coach. Now, just picture that. You know, Stallone's like, hey, yo, how you doing? Have a seat, you know? And he's a, hello, Mr. Provolone. You know, he calls him Provolone. And he goes, now let's work with your diction. And then Stallone would just say something Stallone-like. And just any scene with Stallone and Tim Curry in it, I'm all in. And the delightful Marissa Tomei is in this as his daughter. So yeah, if you haven't seen Oscar, my Thursday night pick is this super charming film that I really enjoyed, and that is Oscar. Now, as we hit Friday night, you know, I need kind of like a real banger to end the Friday night with. And so we're going to go with Cliffhanger. I really, really enjoyed Cliffhanger. I remember when I saw this in Hollywood, and sitting behind me watching Cliffhanger was Matthew Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker, like right behind me, seat behind me. So I'm like, but I didn't know, you know, I'm just watching Stallone do his thing. You know, I'm like, yeah, you know, and at the end, you know, you kind of look around the audience, you know, at least I do, you know, like, oh, what's the crowd, you know, they have a good time or something like that. And then there they are. And it's kind of one of those where you scared, you go, oh my God. Like you try not to have your eyes fall out of your head when you go, holy crap, Ferris Bueller. Like Sarah wasn't really Sarah yet. She hadn't had Sex in the City, but I knew her from LA Story and stuff. But anyway, let's get back to Cliffhanger, y'all. See how I tangent on the celebrity stories all the time? Cliffhanger is super good. I love this film. I was so happy when this came out on 4K. They had like a sweet deal on Best Buy once where it was like 2 for $30. That's pretty good. That's still pretty good. 15. So I got this and Leon. But yeah, so Friday night, I'm going to put you guys through the ringer with Cliffhanger. That's excellent. Now, for Saturday, you know, I'm just going to go with my gut. Here are some honorable mentions. You know, if you guys, you know, have yourself, you know, afternoon matinees you want to curate for yourself. We got things like Assassins, Creed, another Oscar nominated performance, his Expendables movie. Both I have 1 and 2, none and 3. And of course, Cobra. See, so if you're saying, and did I say this? And Tango and Cash. Now, if you're saying, wow, those are some pretty banging Stallone movies, what's he going to end the week with? Now, this really bones me out. I'm looking through my collection, and I've totally misplaced it. But that's how important I think this is for me to stick to the one I was going to pull and not just say Tango and Cash because I have it in my hand. It's behind me somewhere. So I'm going to tell you what I feel. It would be a fantastic, it's going to cover my face, but a great movie, that an action film of his that I don't think is talked about enough is this one right here. Daylight. OMG, gang. Daylight. Here Hey man, what's going on, y'all? So yeah, okay. So I can take it off screen now. Anyway, Daylight. So Daylight, I think, is an absolute fantastic action film with Stallone. It's got a little bit of drama, a little bit of action, good stuff, good characters, good cast. They got Viggo Mortensen from Lord of the Rings in it. He's really good in this film. And not Dana Delaney. Amy Brenneman. Sorry, I had to look that up. It was bugging me. Yeah, Amy Brenneman is the female lead in this film. But yeah, has anybody seen Daylight? I think that's a one that doesn't get talked about quite enough, and it's really good. I think it's a fun way to end the week on a Saturday night. So you start with his most influential film, Rocky, and you kind of end it with this. But yeah, man, it was good. So that's the week I would curate for you guys. If you were to make yourself a Stallone week, I think that would be a great sprinkling of all the good stuff that Stallone has to offer. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for my Stallone video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I hope you enjoyed it. Programming an entire week of Stallone. I think all of these films really showcase all the different talents that Stallone has. So if you get a chance to see some of them, I think you'll be very pleased with every single one of these. All right, and to support my buddy Ken's channel, go on over to MidLevelMedia because he's doing a whole month on Sylvester Stallone. So get on over there and check out what he's got. But in the meantime, again, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for checking out this video, and hit like and subscribe. Join the club. I'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, so until next time, I'll catch you later.